as he always does for Dota 1. And let's jump ourselves straight into the bans, man, because I know you're going to be interested as hell to talk about this one, as well as shed a
ค
tear
รับ
over
ขอ
Dread
ต้อนรับ
Ranger
นะครับผู้ช
being
ม
banned
เข้า
out of
สู่
Puck,
รายการการ
as
ถ่าย
well
ทอด
as
สดครับ
Batrider
ผม
being
ว่า
removed out in this
SMM
very
นะ
early
ครับผม
stage.
Yeah, Puck one of
ร
sort
อบ
of the
นะ
preferred heroes
ใน
of
ชแนล
Dreamz
นะครับผม
tools.
ก็เป็นรอบ
Generally does
แบ่ง
play
ก
that
ลุ่ม
in
ครับ
that
ผม
sort of
ผู้
side lane
ที่
solo
ถ่ายทอ
role.
ดสดอยู่ตอน
Orange get
นี้
the
ครับ
first
ผม
pick
ว่า
mag,
เป็
and
น
this is
ดี
at
ม
least
ซิล
Dreamz
ซี
can
รีส์
most
กับ
likely
ออ
go
เร
with
น
an
จ์
Earth
นะครับผม
Shaker as one
ว่า
of their first two
ก็
picks.
ส
One of
นั
the
บสนุ
heroes
น
these
สปอน
Philippine
เซอร์
teams
โดย
love to
Razer
use.
นั่นเองครับ
Maybe look for one of their strong solo heroes like the Queen of Pain. But there's plenty of options for them here. Rubik as
อย่า
well.
ลดเสียงลูกพี่ก่อนนะฮะลูกพี่ทั้งสองคน
Talk about Mag just being
โอเคนะครับผม Deep Steel Series อยู่ฝั่ง The Sentinel ครับผมก็มีในส่วนของเชนครับผมที่แบนไปครับผมตามด้วย Black Rider ตอนนี้เลือกมาแล้ว2ตัวเป็นทางด้าน Shadow Demon ครับผมแล้วก็ Rubik ครับส่วน Orange นะครับผมก็แบน Dorager ครับปักนะครับผมเลือกมาเป็น Magnus ครับผม
So we've already got that control. We've kind of seen it with some heroes look to get skewered out. Disruption will happen. It's able to slow down that initiation perfectly. Or we've seen it with Batrider as well to try and lasso somebody. Not really an option in this one, but it's still this interruption that just stops this great initiation.
Yeah, Rubik does sort of fit in nicely there, and it's great because you can run it in that solo lane, you can put it in the mid lane, you can put it as a support. It's very versatile.
ตอนนี้ก็เรื่องใหม่2ตัวผมนะทางด้าน Orange ครับก็มีในส่วนของTwinate Dragon แล้วก็เป็น Queen of Pain ครับส่วนทางด้าน Beam Steel Series นี่เลือกตัวที่3ฮะมาเป็นในส่วนของ Dragon Knight ครับเข้าสู่ช่วงการแบน3ตัวนะฮะสุดท้ายครับผมOrange ครับกดมาอย่างรวดเร็วครับเป็น Weaver ส่วนทางด้าน Deep Steel Series ครับกดสวนมาเหมือนกันครับผมเอา Keeper of the Light ออกไปครับผม
Jakiro, one of these guys that he appeared a little bit yesterday in those ice passes. Secondly happened ever since the rework on Jakiro. He's for me one of these like first pick support kind of players, and he's been up there with Shadow Demon so far for SMM.
Yeah, he has been, and with these last couple bans here, we're going to see Dreamz. They want to ban out those tri-lane heroes. Orange have got their 2 solos, they've got one of their supports, but ban out another support, an annoying one in the Keeper of the Light, maybe ban out some of those tri-lane heroes. As for Dreamz, they're going to see that tri-lane Weaver being taken out of play. They've got one of their solos. They need a tri-lane farmer, hero like a Weaver, hero like a Slardar, and then they need an off-lane hero. You're looking at your windrunner there, something which can be versatile, hard to kill in that off-lane.
100% agree with you if I wasn't checking other things at the same time.
ใช้ extra time ไปค่อนข้างเยอะครับผมเหลือ60 วินาทีครับสำหรับทางด้านRazer นะครับผม Orange Esport ครับแบนแล้วนะครับผมเป็น Nevermore ครับส่วน Beam Steel Series กดดันอย่างรวดเร็วครับใช้ทัมมิ่งในการแบนฮีโร่ค่อนข้างน้อยมากครับก็แบนสเวนออกไปครับผมดูเหมือนว่าความได้เปรียบของ Deep Steel Series ก็คือ Orange ครับผมลงแข่งในการแข่งขันภายในประเทศครับผมSMM นั่นเองครับแต่ว่ามีแต่มาเลทั้งนั้นนะฮะก็น่าจะรู้แผนของทางด้าน Orange หรือเปล่าครับผมแต่ Orange นี่ก็ขึ้นชื่อด้วยว่าเป็นทีมเทพเจ้าแห่งการดันป้อมอยู่แล้วเนี่ยผมมาดูซิว่าแผนการดันป้อมของเขานี่จะดีเท่าไหร่นะฮะตอนนี้แบนตัวสุดท้ายไปแล้วสำหรับทางด้าน Orange ครับผมเป็นกังก้าครับผมAdmiral นะครับผมทางด้าน Dreamz ครับผมก็เรียกได้ว่าเป็นเกมเป็นทีมแก๊งที่ค่อนข้างหนักหน่วงครับผมก็แบนไปแล้วตัวสุดท้ายเป็นเลแชกครับผมตอนนี้เข้าสู่ช่วงการเลือก2ตัวหลังครับ
through telekinesis as well as through disruption, but there's no real hero that 100% capitalizes on it. It's more control coming out through the DK through the Dragon's Tail stun you got from him, but there's no hero that's instantly like, well, now I can drop a nuke on exactly this area because I know it's going to kill off that hero because the positioning, the timing is right. Like back in the days of the SD and Leshrac kind of lanes, you knew that setup was there for a specific reason.
I think that's what they'll be looking to see with some of these last 2 picks. A hero maybe like a Slardar on the tri-lane, something which these teams like to run is also the Chaos Knight, a nice tanky frontline brawler, can just make pretty much an unbeatable tri-lane. There's something they can send in that offensive lane as well. So Orange need to be wary of that. They need another solid support here. Jakiro alone isn't going to be enough. They go with the Tiny. We saw it yesterday. It didn't work out too well, the farming Tiny, but it looks like Orange want to try their hand at it once again.
Yeah, the problem with the farming Tiny yesterday is the fact that it actually technically did work as far as...
Orange ครับผมตัวที่4เป็นชินี่ครับ
It was Mushy getting all the farm in the world that he wanted to, and at the end of the day, if Mag as well as
มีการพูดถึงเกี่ยวกับกัปตันทีมนะครับ Orange ครับผมมูชินะ
We know the destruction that can happen with the trees.
ดูสิว่า
the tree
มู
in
ชิ
his
นี่
hand,
จะ
Tiny,
ปลีก
and
ตัว
then
มา
just
เล่น
take
เก
care of
ม
three
แก๊ง
waves,
หรือ
takes
ว่า
care
จะ
of
เป็น
towers,
ตัวฟาร์ม
and
นะฮะ
can do this after winning a team fight. This is after he
แต่มือ
goes
ฟาร์ม
in,
ของทางด้าน
he
Orange ก็
initiates
มี
with
อยู่
his
แล้ว
full
นะฮะ
combo through the avalanche and toss, kills off a couple of heroes, and then
ส่วน
you
ฟิลิ
get
ป
the
ปินส์นี่
victory
ก็
out
ฟิลิป
back,
ปิน
and
ส์ส
that's
ไต
where
ล์
the
จริงครับ
towers come in.
สำหรับ
It's
ทาง
always
ด้าน
the biggest
Dreams
thing which we
Distillery
see,
ครับ
like a lot of teams
ก็ยัง
stumble on.
มี
You
ดรา
win a
ก้อน
team
ไนท์
fight,
นะ
but
ฮะ
what do you
ตัว
really
จิต
get
จาน
from it?
เขาอยู่ครับ
Tier
ออก
1,
โร
tier
เทเอ
2,
ท
so we're
เข้า
looking
ไป
at Raptors,
นะ
we're looking
เปิด
at something like
นะครับ
that.
ผม
You
ตัว
need to
แก
push
ง
the
นะฮะ
potential
เข้าไปล้วง
behind
ตัว
it, and Tiny
นิ่ม
offers
ๆได้ครับผม
both
ฮะ
the gank as well as the push.
Yeah, and I think that's something which Orange, maybe with this last pick of theirs here, they look for a jungle hero to be played to help push down those towers. Get something like an Enchantress or Enigma, you have that pushing potential. Dreams, well, it's going to be a Rubik as a solo. They pick up the Earthshaker later on in the draft, so they've got that second support to go with the Shadow Demon to sort of finish off their tri lane. And this also leaves Orange guessing, what is going to be this farming hero in that tri lane for Dream? What is going to be that carry hero? They've got Rubik. It looks like we see something like the off-lane Rubik, something that Demon have done with Evil Geniuses, because there's not really any way they can lane this otherwise.
Yeah, the problem with that though is like the offlane Rubik can work, like the offlane Windrunner, where you don't want to go out into your lane. That always works on the Scourge side, because then you're able to pull the Ancients up. But on the Radiant side, that's a lot more difficult, because obviously you got a harder access into that Ancient stack, and it really causes issues for it. So Rubik on the offlane is very difficult, I see, to run for the Sentinel side. But you do have the options if you really want to, where you have DK, SD, and ES all move up towards that top lane and maybe stick it to Orange on an aggressive tri-lane. Then you can leave one hero just behind that bottom, or you do pick up a proper off-lane hero, which right now, movement speed heroes aren't going to do it for them. You can't,
กับผมมาแล้วครับ
you can't really use
Earthshaker
Windrunner
ตัว
up
ที่
against
4
a
นะ
hero
ของ
like
ทางด้าน
Hero,
Dreams
because
Distillery
you're
ฮะ
not going to escape from all of this. So maybe even go down the different lines and pick up a hero which I'm still surprised we haven't seen up just yet. Heroes like the Bounty Hunter, and then have a crack around with him, because he's great.
มีการพูดถึงฮีโร่เดินแก๊งอย่าง Beauty Hunter นะฮะ
but she can do damage to the invis, and looks like Orange will need a quick remake when we get ourselves back in.
แล้วตอนนี้ครับผมตัวสุดท้ายครับ Nerubian Assassin ครับ
Nerubian Assassin
ของ
coming
ทางด้าน
into play.
Orange
They're
ครับ
gonna support a hero that Extinct especially. I mean, you've seen MUFC as well as Orange really like using this NA as a support here. So Dreams with their last pick here. The offlane Rook, I agree, it doesn't work out too well, so maybe they say, okay, Mag's most likely in the offlane, let's go for the 1v1 matchup, send Rubik as a solo in the safe lane, then go with an offensive try, and they get the Windrunner for now,
Yeah,
so
will.
it's a potential offlane hero, but this to me looks like they may go offensive try lane.
It does look like it, and we're going to have ourselves a very quick remake, so I'll be on.
แล้วก็
on the board
ทำการ
to do so.
re-AP กันนะฮะเช็คความพร้อมให้เต็มที่ที่สุดครับผมฮะก็มาดูว่านะฮะระหว่าง Dreams กับ Orange นี่ใครจะเก็บแต้มแรกไปได้ครับ
Don't have any kind of delay for this one. Especially with delay reducer, makes life a lot easier. So everyone back inside the game. We did have a quick request for the remake, and everyone is back in again, bar one player out from Dreams, and it looks like we are having a couple of issues with, I believe it looks to be keyboard or mouse. So just got to get it to work with the computer, and then we get back into the game. But first game of the day, obviously, Gods, we got a lot of matches coming up today. The group stages, there's a lot of the big matches. All the number one seeds versus the number two seeds are currently playing off against each other right now. So I know a lot of people will be checking out all your social media networks, GGNet, as well as Join Dota, to find out all that information, to see who's really coming out on top of these groups. Because that's going to be a big thing. Like, we've still got groups. It's basically group stage day today. And then we go into the playoffs and we kick in tomorrow, and that's a lot of matches to get through, a lot of good matches as well, a lot of great teams attending the event.
Yeah, it really is. This is just sort of to start whetting our appetites here as our first match of today, and it's really just a great way to hype up the event, get everyone excited to have such world-class teams here, starting things off. Looks like the teams are ready. We're going to get our countdown going. Orange versus Dreams, our opening match of the grand finals here at SMM 2012.
That it is. So,
เริ่มเกมแล้วนะฮะ
6.76C is the map version we get
Dreams
to do it all
Distillery
from
ครับผม
Orange.
อยู่
Give it to
ฝั่ง
us
ครับ The
by the
Sigil
captain,
ส่วน
and
The Scars
VR is
เป็น
already on, so
Orange ครับผม
all good
ฮะ
to go. So no delay coming up for players. It should be very smooth for them. But you know what? Just in case, to make them feel safe.
ตอนนี้หน้ามืด
Now
ครับ
let's roll ourselves in. So we get to start off and see who gets to play what.
ก็รอ
whether
ทาง
we kick off
คุณ
with, and,
โชปี้กับคุณกอสแก้ปัญหา
will be the one
ก่อน
onto that Queen
สักครู่นะครับ
Queen of Pain. Onto that Nibirian Assassin. We'll have, looks like Jay, Queen of Pain, heading out as well. And then Jakiro and Tani. So Mushi, he does get that Tani again, Gods.
Yeah, he's going to see, try his hand once again the farmer. It looks like they put one of their new players, their new members onto that solo mid role on the Queen of Pain.
ตอนนี้เราดูจอเล็กมากครับ
The Windrunner.
ตอนนี้ผมดู
We've got the
ผ่าน
Earthquaker.
iPhone ฮะ
Flying Yosh is
ไม่ใช่นะผม เขากำลังแก้เรื่องการบอดแคสต์อยู่นะครับ
Also who that can be played in that trial is going to be played by Oe, the Shadow Demon in the hands of Jay, and then finally Rubik being played by L.
And it is just a bit of a reminder out there for the people in the audience as well as people on the live stream. We do have the players here, and they're able to hear every single word we say. So if there's ever a moment there where we just feel that something might be secret to both teams, we just won't mention it. We'll try and show you as much as we can on the live stream, though.
Almost had a bit of a brain fart there. I was like, yeah, let's just start cussing. Oh wait, no, I can't say that.
Right, so the players still trying to sell themselves in. His first game of the day. And they're just not quite sure about that. There's a bit of a glimpse there as Windrunner said hello to a couple of members of the Scourge, thinking that maybe it wasn't the best idea to walk directly into the Scourge jungle very early on. It's always a bit of a blind path to run. But it is going to be now 30 seconds, and then the creep wave will spawn. Teams will be forced to reveal themselves out. Still another problem now for Orange. Whoops. Hello. Thank you very much to Moose who came down to help with that one.
โทบี้ก็รู้ถึงปัญหาแล้วนะครับผมฮะ หลังจากที่ไล่ยาวมาสักครั้งโอเคครับผมมาแล้วครับ ไม่นึกว่าจะไม่ขึ้นจอให้ผมแล้วนะฮะ
And I guess remain smooth for everyone out there who is tuning in.
Well, looks like the stream is looking okay. Players just needing a couple seconds to fix up a few things. First match of the day, they've got to make sure their hotkeys are alright. And as far as this group's concerned, a very important match. This is the two teams favoured to go through with the format. 4 teams in each group, top 2 advance. And even with both teams advancing, having that top position in the group guarantees you a slightly easier round 1 matchup. You're versing a team who finished second in their respective groups. So this match, very important for both these two teams.
Yeah, you can always find a bit of an upset loss, and all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, am I going up against a team which really you wouldn't want to see until the
ตอนนี้กำลังพอสเกมกันอยู่แล้วผมมาเพื่อดูปัญหาเช็คปัญหากันนะครับว่าจะมีหากันเล็กน้อยครับผมส่วนตอนนี้ทางมิทัศก็เริ่มไปแล้วนะฮะในตามเวลาเดียวกันส่วนไอเดียก็เริ่มไปแล้วด้วยเช่นกันผมว่าส่วนสกอร์จะเป็นไงนั้นเดี๋ยวตามอัปเดตอีกทีนะฮะ
Hopefully it can be resolved very, very quickly. And then we can get ourselves back inside this game and start talking about these lanes a little bit more. Because I know we're desperate to do so. Yeah. We're desperate to do so. It's like, just pause it 26 seconds later.
It's this commentators each way. You just want to start talking about which heroes in which lane, what are the matchups, and we're like, oh, wait.
Yeah, we're kind of sport rotten when you have those kind of moments. Like, so gods. Lane, unknown? Fantastic. Unknown lane? Great, fantastic.
Alright, we're going to have another restart by the sound of things.
Okay, so we're going to remake again? Fantastic. So, you can always have enough remakes.
ก็ทำการรีเมคกันสักครู่ครับสำหรับทางด้านคู่เมสเตดครับผมฮะไหนๆก็รอกันมาสักพักแล้วรออีกนิดนึงนะฮะจะได้ดูคู่เด็ดๆในคู่เปิดสนามครับผมระหว่างทีมซิลซิรี่กับออเรนจ์ครับ